Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about how to forgive yourself. Now, you may experience this situation where you have done something where you just struggle to forgive yourself for that. Something like that happened to me last week. I was sent to do a medical exam and a particular procedure. I was sent to do that by two doctors, so I just didn't question it. I assumed that this is something that I have to do. So I went through the procedure. It was very damaging to my body. It left long-term damage to my body. And then when I researched afterwards, it turned out that it was about 10 years early for me to even do that procedure. And it was very hard for me to forgive myself for this. I went through a lot of thinking on how to do it because I needed to speed up the process. I didn't want it to live in that self-hatred for longer than absolutely necessary. And there are a lot of things that I had to dive into to try to figure out how to do it. So if you are in this situation, let me share with you some thoughts that really helped me pull myself out of that misery and find a way to forgive myself, even though I have to live with long-term consequences of that decision. One of the most important things I understood for myself as I was doing this self-realization, self-digging during that short period of time is that when we cannot forgive ourselves, we actually have a lot of guilt. And guilt is probably the most dangerous feeling we can have in terms of consequences that it creates. Guilt always comes with punishment. You will punish yourself without even knowing it. You will punish yourself knowing that you're punishing yourself. And it seems that beyond even what you will do for you and your subconscious will do for you, the universe somehow will also punish you as long as you have that guilt. Guilt always comes with punishment. When we are stuck in guilt, when we cannot forgive ourselves and we are stuck in guilt, we are seeing ourselves as not worthy of something better. And as long as we see ourselves as not worthy, it's not going to happen for us. That change towards better life that we want for ourselves, as long as we believe that we are not worthy of it, it's not going to happen. So forgiving ourselves, forgiving yourself is paramount to your well-being, to well-being of your family, and to your level of contribution. Now here's an exciting news for you. Something that I uncovered as well during that thought process is that when something happens when we really need to forgive ourselves for that, if we forgive ourselves, it allows us to redefine ourselves. It allows us to actually really take a big step forward. So what I decided for myself is, while I cannot change, I cannot go back and stop that lady who did that procedure on me, which caused tremendous pain in the moment, but also caused long-term damage to my body. While I cannot go back and make different decisions and just stop procedure halfway through and just walk away, I cannot go back to the past, but I can use that situation as leverage. I can leverage that pain. I can leverage that horrible situation that happened. And I'm still in pain, by the way. And it has been now a few days after the procedure. While I cannot change the past, I can leverage that pain. I can leverage that mistake that I made. And I can force myself to change things that I know need to be changed, but it's very hard to change them. And you can do the same. That mistake that you have made, that you're struggling to forgive yourself for, you can use it as leverage to make your life even better than if you never made that mistake, because of leveraging that pain, of leveraging that mistake and thinking, you know what? I will not betray myself like this ever again. And in fact, I'm going to do this very hard thing that I couldn't find strength within myself to do before. I'm going to do that because I will make it happen, so that thing that happened that I cannot forgive myself for, I will be grateful that it happened, because it was what gave me strength to push forward, to actually change my life in this meaningful way that required so much effort, so much willpower, that I would have never made it without that horrible thing happening. And not only willpower, but actual shift in mindset. When we betray ourselves in some way and we cannot forgive ourselves, we require change in our mindset to move forward. We need to change. We need to become a little bit better version of ourselves to move forward. And you can use that horrible situation that happened to you and leverage it. Now, another very important thing about forgiving yourself is that for you to change, for you to be different, to have a different future, you need to believe in yourself. But you cannot believe in yourself if you do not forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself to believe in yourself. And if you do not believe in yourself, you will not be able to contribute at a level you can contribute in the world. So if you do not forgive yourself, you're actually punishing not only yourself, you're punishing everyone that your life can touch. You eliminating, you decreasing your legacy that you can leave. Another important thought here is that no one has the right to judge someone. Remember this phrase from the Bible, I think it is, that let those who have never sinned cast the first stone. Every one of us, we are humans, we are all making mistakes. We sometimes act in ways towards others or towards ourselves, like it was in my case last week, that makes us feel very disappointed in our behavior. I feel that I should have, the moment I realized what a horrible procedure it was and how damaging it was to body, no matter how uncomfortable it was for the lady who was doing the procedure and for the organization that was doing the procedure, I had to just walk out of there. I had to walk out. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable someone would be. It doesn't matter how unfriendly that lady was that was doing the procedure. I had to be a parent to myself and protect myself in that situation. And this reminded me of something else very important that I realized to a very large degree last year. I always knew that, but last year I really understood it. And the thing that I understood is that you really have to trust your own judgment. No matter what experts tell you, you always have to go back to your own judgment and trust it. And often trust it more than anyone else. And in that situation, I did not trust my judgment. I trusted that 2 doctors asked me to do this procedure. And in fact, one doctor said it was on a pathway to do something that I needed to do medically. And so I felt like I had no choice. It has to be done. I have to do it. And I did not took advantage of that realization that you have to actually trust your own judgment. And regardless of what experts tell you, you need or must not do, even if those experts are doctors. But coming back to that discussion about forgiving yourself and not judging anyone, when you realize that no one should be judging is actually not something that you should be doing, because everyone makes mistakes. You just focus on your life and do your thing. You do your good deeds. You build a good life. You raise good children. You serve your clients to help them be more successful or happy or more healthy. You do your part. You do not judge anyone. When you realize that, when you really internalize that, you also realize that you do not have the right to judge yourself either. You are a miracle. It's a miracle that you are here. There was such a small chance that you will be born, exactly you, And then there was never in history of humanity, there was never another you, and there will never be another you. Another you will never come across this earth again. So when you realize that you are a miracle and you were not the one who created you, yes, to some degree you did, because you studied, you read a lot, you thought a lot, you came up with some amazing things. Yes, to some degree you created you, but also to a large degree you were created by something much bigger than you. Your body was created without your involvement to a large degree. There were incredibly phenomenal people in your life that helped shape you. Like in my life, my grandmother was such a person. I also have a very close friend who shaped me to a very large degree. Those people shaped you. They made you who you are today. And who you are then to judge yourself. You should not judge anyone, and you should not judge yourself. And in fact, judging yourself is probably even worse, because you get full power of the judgment. When you're judging someone else, they don't know exactly what you're thinking. They don't know exactly what you're feeling towards them. When you're judging yourself, you get full blow. You're punching yourself in the face over and over again every day. How in the world can you contribute to the world? Just use what happened to you. Use your mistake to create a better life than you would have had if that mistake never happened. And that is what gave me peace and strength to keep going, stop looking back, stop beating myself up. And I hope it will do the same for you. Now, if you like this video, give it a like, comment, and I actually created something special for you. I wrote a book with some of my closest clients. That book includes a chapter that shares a lot about my life and my journey and thoughts similar to what I shared today. And I created a page where you can download that book for free. It's available on Amazon, you can buy it, but I actually created an opportunity for you guys to download it for free. You will have a link somewhere here. I think it is firmsconsulting.com/free book, but my team will check and will give you the right link. I hope you enjoyed this book. Read my chapter and also read chapters of other clients, because all of the chapters there are very, very, very insightful, valuable, and I think you will take a lot of great lessons from that book. I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking forward to see you in the next video.